My name's Dave Saduka from Bat Studio. We are an architecture practice and design company who design and build spaces and furniture and artworks and various different things.
We commissioned Bat Studio for the Diagnostic Centre to transform the way that patients are greeted on arrival. From the reception desk all the way to the waiting room, they've been using materials, biophilic design, and everything has been fabricated by them in the workshop. And the aim was to create a calming experience and reduce anxiety from the point of arrival.
In order to show our ideas to user groups and patients and staff at the hospital, we've been doing online presentations. We get feedback and questions and a discussion around what's good and what's bad. The original brief had quite a focus on biophilic design and how we could find ways of incorporating natural imagery, natural shapes, forms into our design work, our proposals. This is something that we thought was very nice and also tied quite closely with our interest in certain types of materials. We'd previously used a lot of bamboo in hospital environments, which is extremely hard wearing and super sustainable, so we were keen to use bamboo on this project.
These are materials that are not traditional in a hospital centre because it's not clinically acceptable in a way, so that was very daring.
I have to think very carefully about some of the installations that we have. We have to think about the materials that are used and their resilience and resistance to some of the cleaning chemicals that we use in a hospital environment. We also have to think very carefully about the relief of some of the artwork that we have, and we did have to make some changes to some of the original designs to enable them to be cleaned.
The whole of the surrounds used to be full of cherry trees, and in particular where the diagnostic centre's gone, there was a cherry tree. So I suggested that the Bat bamboo artwork should be a cherry tree in reception, and I have to say it looks fantastic.
The initial design looked at working with various different forms, and in the end it's settled on the more silhouettes of the trees rather than kind of the geometric side.
So it's across 3 floors of the building.
Each floor has a colour. We introduce the colour where there's a waiting area for a destination.
It specifically does show you the way just by following colours, which means that also any non-English speakers here would be able to follow as well.
I think as a patient coming in and you'll see sort of the wood and the different colours and bringing it in, I think it makes you feel a bit more secure.
I mean, now seeing the building finished and being used, it looks like the benches and the bamboo panelling has always been there and should have always been there.
It's a hospital environment and patients are often really anxious, and so little features like the bamboo trimming, the cherry trees throughout across all the floors I think is a really nice touch and connects us with the local community. I think the artworks just make it feel a little bit more homely.
We've observed just how comfortable patients are in the waiting rooms. They're sitting on this handmade furniture for quite a long time actually, and look very comfortable with it and very at ease, and it feels very different from another typical clinical waiting room if you were, and for us that's a great achievement.